jungle haze, eyes like fire set in the trees ablaze. The king of the wild where shadows play, silverback moves in his fierce way. This pounds hard like a rolling drum. The mountain echoes where he's from. Leader of the pack, no chain can bind. A force of nature raw and unreal fine. Silverback rising through the misty air. Heart of thunder daring none to dare.
Hey guys. Hello, 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 hello. Happy Father's Day to all the great, great, wonderful dads out there. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the wonderful, great dads. Happy Father's Day, Clinton. Happy Father's Day, Mr. Duncan, if he's in here. Where all my men's is at? Where the men's is at who are dads? Where they at? Where they at? Where the men's is at? Where they at? Where they at? Where my men's is at? They hiding, ladies. The men's is are hiding. They don't want to get their accolades for the day. They don't want to get their accolades. You're welcome, Clinton. All the men that be in this chat, all the men that are awesome dads, you guys, you deserve the accolades of being an awesome father, because there's so many fathers who are absentees, and there are people who don't have dads, who are not live. So you guys rock. Happy Father's Day, Road Dog. Happy Father's Day, Road Dog. Happy Father's Day to you guys. I wish I would have did a Father's Day song, but I didn't do one. Sorry, y'all. CMT was on vacation, so we didn't get a chance to corroborate on the Father's Day song. So sorry about that. So happy Father's Day to you guys, y'all. You guys deserve the recognition, deserve, because it's not too many out there. It's like 50-50 chance of getting a dad that's as accountable, responsible, who steps in shoes, and also the dads who step in the shoes of other fathers who are deadbeat dads or absentee dads, or you guys, y'all get I tip my hat off to you. I bow down to you guys because you guys deserve it. You guys deserve it. This is my first Father's Day without my father. So it's kind of like weird for me right now because I'm not crying on anything, but now I appreciate all the fathers. I should contact Dallas's dad, huh? Should I do that, y'all? Nah. Nah. It's a little bit too much on that. I give it to Happy Father's Day in the air to him. I ain't calling that man. I ain't call that man. Because if I call him, he's going to be thinking, hey, I'm trying to get back with him. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no. That powerful no. Powerful no. Absolutely not. But happy Father's Day in the air. You know how it is, Rebecca. Come on now. If I make that call, say Happy Father's Day, he'd be like, "Oh, she want me? Hell no, I don't want you." Yeah, exactly, Miss Richard. He always make that mistake. If I call him, because he did not want to get divorced. I had to get a divorce the sneaky way, y'all. Um, he wanted to get his cake and eat it too, right? I had to do a abandonment, post it in the newspaper type of divorce. Because when I sent him the divorce paper the first time, he refused to sign it, y'all. He refused to sign it. And let me tell you what happened. I went to his mom's funeral, right? he was dating the girl, the girl that he cheated on, right, with me, somebody he worked with, right? So he kept giving her excuse that I wouldn't give him a divorce, I wouldn't give him divorce, I wouldn't give him divorce, right? And I sent the paperwork, I paid the attorney, and nothing. He would refuse to sign it, y'all, refuse. So one day I was on the internet and I met this paralegal, this guy, paralegal, and he was like, you can get a divorce even though he keeps rejecting it. I said, how can I do that? He said you could put it in a publication. I said, for real? How can you do it for me? So I paid the paralegal. He did the paperwork, and I went and I filed it, right? And I filed it, and I was nervously waiting. And you know what I did? I put it in my area newspaper, and I knew he wasn't going to find it. I knew his family was not going to look at my newspaper. I put it in the smallest publication newspaper ever that nobody even look at, right? So I waited the 30 days past, woo, nothing. 60 days passed, woo, nothing. And I hurry up, run into that courthouse on July 2nd, 2001. My divorce was finalized, y'all. But I filed it back in May. It took a while. So that's how I got my divorce, y'all. And so let me tell you, we went to his mom's funeral, right? And Dallas had to sit where the mom thing is, because that's her grandchild. So she rode in the limousine, and I rode in my own car following them. So he's at the funeral with the girl sitting next to me, and I don't know what she said. She said something to me, and I said, "Oh, you and so and so could get married now." I said because finally the divorce is finalized. She said, what? They got into an argument right there at the repast, y'all. I was so messy. I was so messy, y'all. I told her at the repast that, hey, you can marry her. I'm not an excuse. I'm not holding y'all back. So then he called me when we left the repast because they were arguing. He called me. He goes and said, oh, we're not divorced. I said, yes, we are. And he was like, how you get divorced? I didn't sign no paperwork. I said, you don't have to. And so he's like, I want my name back. Because, I kept the last name for Dallas. I kept the last name. I kept Parks as the last name. And he was like, I want my name back. I was like, this is not Tina Turner, dude. This is not Tina Turner. I said I could choose to. I have a child. I don't want her to have some problems in school. People try to figure out, why your mom last name different from your last name? Because she was in school. She was like, in the third grade. So I said, I sure did, Serena. Yes, I did. He was so angry. Oh my God, because he kept using me as an excuse not to marry the girl. And so they end up getting a divorce and all that kind of stuff. He's probably watching the channel. That's why I'm on my backup channel, y'all. That's why I'm on my backup channel, because just in case he wants to, because he watches my main channel. He don't know about this channel back here. And if any of y'all tell it, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Ah! That's what happened. So that's how I got divorced, the first divorce. That's how I got divorced. It was a publication. It was a publication. Hey, Miss Sylvia. Hey, Miss Richard, I'm gonna get you. Don't do that. He's not on here. Nobody. That's why I have this other channel, because some people don't know. Okay, they don't know. They don't know. It's a secret channel. But anyway, I came on here to talk about my no's. The no. I am empowering myself to set boundaries and saying no, 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 no. No more people pleasing. No more keep doing stuff for folks and not getting anything in return. No. By crook, hook, or hook. For real. No, I had to spend that money getting an attorney to go through a divorce. Because, with the child, and then at the time, I got ready to buy some property. I was buying a house. I didn't want him to have any access to my home. So I wanted to make sure I was a single person purchasing a house at the time. I refused to let him, because he was already on my insurance policies and stuff like that. And I had to go through the trouble trying to get him off. Because I just, and you know how your job is. I was married to him when I started working at that company. Yep. So and I refused. I was getting ready to go to I was looking for a house. It was being built, and they were like, if your husband will be able to have access to it if you still married. I was like, oh, hold up, we're gonna stop the paper. Let's stop this. Let me go get my divorce, because I started house hunting back in April, right? And then I filed the divorce in May, and then my divorce didn't happen until my divorce happened on the 2nd. My closing happened on the 5th. That's how quick I did it. My closing happened on the 5th, I think. Or was it on the 2nd too? Oh, I think, no. I'm trying to figure out one happened. I know the divorce happened first. The finalized divorce happened first. The paperwork went in May, and I showed the closing, not the closing, the bank about my divorce. I showed that so they could put me down as a single person, but I had to wait till the finalize when it was after the closing. My finalize happened first, and then closing happened afterwards, and that was in 2001. See, I'll never forget that the year, y'all. 2001. Sure was. So that's the story about that. Now, yesterday, y'all, I want to tell you, I went to this housewarming thing, right? I don't know what it is. I don't know if I have some sort of like sound vixen sound that's being sent out to all the menses, right? But for some strange reason, y'all, I am getting all these fellas trying to holler at your girl, y'all. Trying to holler at your girl, right? Went to the yeah, another man, two of them, Coco, two. Let me tell you how. Let me tell you how terrible this one was. Let me tell you. Okay, let me tell you. I went to the house. I did not want to go. Right, my sister forced me out there, and I'm like, I don't want to go. And we didn't leave out here till about 10 o'clock. Right, get over there, and my sister, it's a house party of her friend who just got into an apartment. She just decided to have a home warming thing. I don't know what it was all about. So we went, and my sister told me, "Oh, go ahead and have a seat." So there's only one seat available where I went to go sit. There was one guy on one side and one guy on another side, and another guy on a seat in front, right? Okay, so I sit down, right? The older nice gentleman, I said he's the nice one. That's the one I was more like in tune to, because he was such a gentleman, right? Because when I first came in there, he asked me if I wanted something to eat, and he went and got my food for me, and then he went and got my water, because I told him I wanted water. He tried to offer me some alcohol, and I told him I don't drink. So when I tell you, very attentive, y'all, very attentive, really nice dude. I was like, okay, that one cool, right? But he wasn't, trying to holler at your girl at the time, right? But there was two sitting next to me. There was one who sat there. He was very like quiet and reserved, right? He was sitting on the right side of me. And then there was one on the left side. He had a little beard and everything, and he got up after I sat down. He got up, right? Now the gentleman one, the one that was getting me the food and the drink, all that, he went and got me some water, because I told him I didn't want any water. I didn't want any drink, so he went and got me some water. Okay. Now remember, that's the cool one. I'm gonna call him Baldy, okay, because he has a bald head. And then the other one, I'm gonna call him Messed Up Teeth. I'm gonna call him Messed Up Teeth, the one that was reserved. Okay. All right, so I'm sitting there minding my business. I get my phone out because I don't know these people, so I'm not too communicated. I'm not communicating with them too much, so I'm just like looking at my phone. So I started playing the little game, where like the little box game where you try to get points matching the box and it disappears. So I'm just playing my game and everything, right? Messed up teeth. Um, says to me because the other one's constantly trying to see if I wanted something, whatever, right? And so a song came on. Baldy asked me to dance, right? And I told Baldy, no, I don't want to dance. I'm okay. I want to sit there. So my sister came and sat next to me, and she was like, you should talk to him. I was like, why should I talk to him? Because he owns a business, he owns a jewelry store. No, my sister's one of those type of people trying to find somebody for me for some strange reason, right? She's like, he owns a jewelry store, he's really nice, he got a nice car. I'm like, Lord Jesus, this girl trying to so now, listen now. I started peeping some interest now, y'all, because when she talked about he owned a jewelry store, I was like, jewelry store, okay. So I started peeping a little interest, okay. So so then she's like, you need to talk to him. He's real tall, y'all. He's about, I would say about 6'3", really tall, slim guy. So she's still like to he's like, go dance with him, go dance with him. I was like, I don't want to dance. She's like, go dance with him, go dance. And so I did not get up to go dance. So now Bad Teeth over here on the next to me, he finally started saying something to me. He was like, he says, oh, that guy over there, he talks too much. So I'm like, what guy? He's like, the one in front of you, the one who keeps trying to talk to you. I said, oh, okay. So Bad Teeth, when he started talking, I was like, oh my God, he got some halitosis breath. Do not talk to me. Do not talk to me. Cause I'm smelling the breath, right? I was like, Jesus. So now tall guy, he smells really good, y'all. Got some nice cologne on. He's dressed. He had on a pair of pants, and he was really matching. Had his jewelry. I looked at his watch. His watch was really nice and everything, right? So I think he got tired of asking me for stuff because after a while he stopped talking to me, right? He stopped talking. He just sat there on the other side. And so the party went on. Bad Teeth, halitosis keep harassing me now, right? He keep bothering me, right? So I'm like, so I whispered to my sister. I said, I wish this dude would leave me alone, right? And so she was like, she says, she starts laughing at me. And I'm like, why isn't all the undesirable one already harass me? So she started laughing. So it's not time to go, right? It's time to go. So the nice one, remember Baldy? Baldy decided he wants to make sure. He says, do you want a plate to take home with you? I say, sure. So Baldy goes into the kitchen to, fix me the plate and everything. So I'm in the kitchen. He was like, would you like something to drink? He gets a cold iced Mountain Dew. He's fixing my plate. He's tying up the bag and making sure my stuff doesn't spill out. Then he asked me, do I want some pickety, which is some hot stuff from it's a Haitian cooking stuff. So he asked me if I wanted that. He put it in a cup, make sure the aluminum foil is nice and neat on it. I mean, when I tell you very attentive, very like precise and very thoughtful, that's Baldy, right? And then Baldy was like, well, I would like to get your number before you leave. And I was like, yeah, sure. I'll give you my number, right? Listen, Bad Teeth, halitosis, comes into the kitchen, y'all, right? There was Rude behind, comes up there and says, and grabs me by my arm. He said, I want your number. I'm like, no, it's okay. So then I'm ready to get out the house, try to rush out the house. My sister's walking down the stairs. So then Baldy, he takes my stuff, he carries it out the door and go up there, right, to the car. Baldy's like, he's like, I really would like your number. He's doing it in a gentleman way. He's not forceful. He's not pushing at me. He's not doing all that. He's very like, you know how somebody want it, but they're not like, pushing you, he giving me my time whether or not. So he sees bad breath trying to holler at me too. So then he backs away. He goes into the other car. I'm like, oh, I'm trying to give him the number. Bad breath. I hurry up and roll the window up. I'm like, Sandra, he's coming over. He's coming over here. And she was like, she starts laughing at me. And so he goes and tells me to roll the window down. And he was like, let me have your number. Just like that. Let me have your number. I'm like, so I act like I didn't hear him, right? And so I turn over to my sister and I look at her. It's like, I think he's talking to you. She's like, he's not talking to me. He's talking to you. So then she rolls the window down on her side now, because she's driving. She rolls the window down and he was like, put my number in your phone. I'm like, Jesus. I said, okay. So take his number. He's like, call me so I know you have my number. I'm like, Lord have mercy. I can't even fake it like I don't have the number because he wants me to call and he'll see my number coming through. So I did that. Now Baldy is all the way in the car with the other guy because he's getting ready to take this one. Let me tell you, this fool here don't even have a car, y'all. He don't even have a car. He don't have a car. And then he tells me he's a cook in a restaurant. Come on now. So then I asked him, I said, did you go to culinary school? He's like, no. I said, so you don't have to, because when I was working in a restaurant, I had to take those little classes of making sure how you prepare, touch the food, all that stuff, temperature and all that. So I said, did you ever take the classes for all that? He says, no. I said, what kind of restaurant you work in that you don't have to, go and take classes for food contamination and all that? And he was like, I was like, Jesus. Rodolph said, Sylvia, cool on the chain, but come on now, y'all. Come on, y'all want me to set up. But anyway, to make a long story short, I didn't get Baldy's number, y'all. I did not get Baldy's number. I ain't up with getting bad breath number. I'm like, I'm not answering my phone. I'm going to block the number and he'll never see me again. For real. Yeah. So I never got Baldy's number, y'all. I didn't get Baldy's number. Oh, well. I did not green eyes. I did not get Baldy's number. I did not get Baldy's number. So then I told my sister, I said, my sister, so I said, ask the boyfriend of the lady who's the husband. I'm sorry, not the boyfriend, the husband of the lady whose party it was, if he knows him. So she calls him over to her side and she's like, hey, do you have his number? And he says, yeah, just call me tomorrow. I'll give you his number. So I don't know if my sister called him to see if he can get the number so I can get his number, but we don't. No, I did not get the number. No, I did not get the number, y'all. I did not get the number. Did not get the number. Oh, back to the bus driver chronicle, y'all. Bus driver Friday decided to say I went to go pay. He did not take my card this time. So, and then he tells me, he says that I know I'm always messing up something, right? So the bus driver says, he tells me he's not going to be here for the next couple of weeks. He's going on vacation this week, right? And then the following week, he's going to take local. So I won't see him anymore. And he's like, well, I'll give you a call. So we'll see. I didn't get a call. So he's a liar. Yeah, I didn't get a call. So that's the chronicle for today. So I am blocking. No, he hasn't called me. And let me see. Hold on. I have my phone on do not disturb, so I don't know. Let me see. Hold on. Nope, I have no missed call from a number that I don't know. No, no missed call. So bus driver's a liar. I'm not even going to talk to him. You missed in your interview last night. No, I was trying to listen. I was trying to connect inside. It kept saying that yeah, online before I left for the party, I kept trying to get in, and it kept saying that it was full. And I kept telling him that, and then when I tried to get in, when it became free, it wouldn't work. I was like, "What the heck?" So that's the reason why, yeah, because I'm the one. I was watching him, and I had asked him. I said, "Hey, can I come up?" He said, "Yeah," and so he sent me the link, and I was trying. I was trying. First, it told me that it was because I didn't have his number saved in my phone, so that's what happened. Yeah, I couldn't. It wasn't working. No, no, no. But it's before I met Baldy. It's before I met Baldy Road Dog. Before I met Double. Because I wanted to tell him what I saw. I wanted to tell him about Kanye and stuff like that. Because, yeah, them folks are lying. When the only people that was really out there, you guys saw them from my video from that side. It was the TMZ lady, right? And it was Uda in the front and what's the name? Supreme. They were up in the front. They were the ones who actually knew that he was coming. And all these other people, they were inside. Let me tell you what happened. I went upstairs. I told you when I went inside, right? Kanye was going through the security system thing and stuff like that. And you remember, I told you they were talking to him and then they took him someplace else, right? They hadn't even taken him upstairs to the 23rd floor. They just told everybody to halt and stop. And I told you I was standing right at the same what do you call it? Uh the screening thing, the screening thing. He was in front of me and they had stopped me from there. And that's when I said, I waved, to him. But they took him to this big old open spot right by the elevator, right? And then they took him and 3 bodyguards. He had 3 bodyguards with him. They took them upstairs. Yep, MTA was in front. Yeah, you're right. See, Melissa remember that. The metal detector. Yeah. Melissa remember. You guys saw it. We waited out there because remember the other guys that was standing out there and we said that was his people. Remember the one who scattered out the place first, the tall guy? Remember y'all saw him? He left. And then the Cadillac came, the Cadillac SUV, and then that's when the Maybach came because he had like a bunch of decoys, I guess. You guys saw it. You guys saw it. Y'all, we were showing it. We were showing it. You guys saw it. Video don't lie. We was out there, even though I had, let me just tell y'all, let me put out my disclaimer, okay? If you're looking for quality coverage of video coverage of running to catch somebody, trust me, I'm a mess up every time. Okay? All right? I just want to tell you that. So don't get disappointed in me because I'm a mess up. I messed up with Shannon. I messed up with who else I mess up, okay? I'm just gonna be honest with you. I mess up, okay? But I was in the place. And all these people lying and saying, okay, all right, Miss Richard, don't start. Don't start, Miss Richard. Miss Richard, you're about to get in that blockety block moment in a minute because I'm getting offended. I'm getting offended. I thought you was on my side, but I see you throwing shade, Miss Richard. Okay, Miss Richard. But anyway, you guys saw it. You guys saw what was happening. Y'all heard it, even though I kept muting sometime because I didn't want y'all to hear everything. But you know what? I think I'm going to have to let y'all hear everything from now on because you guys going to be my witnesses. Look at Miss Angelica. You starting trouble too. You don't mess up. You get excited, LOL, and you forget. You're right, Melissa. I be forgetting. I be forgetting what my job is. I be forgetting. Hey, I'm supposed to be showing the people this stuff, and I can forget. Okay. You redeemed yourself with yak. You were so thank you, Road Dog. Thank you. Thank you, SS. Thank you. At least I did redeem myself, but then I turned around messed up with with Kanye too, huh? Well, anyway, you guys saw it. You guys saw it. Y'all saw it. Y'all my witness. Even though it's terrible footage, you guys was the witness. We was standing out there waiting for him, and we got the I got the info and all those lying people. Let me tell you how they found out. I went upstairs to the 26th floor. First, I got in the elevator. There was two people in the elevator, right? And I said, Kanye is here. They said, I heard. Where's he at? I said, I don't know. They said, is he going to the 26th floor? I said, maybe. I think so, because I really didn't know, have a clue at the time, right? So then I went up to the 26th floor, right? And security was standing there. They were on break, right? And so the first person I saw was the ABC lady, and I told them that Kanye is here. I told them that he was there. Then they all started running like chicken with their head off, leaving the courtroom and just running around trying to figure out where he at. But they're running around, right? That's how they found out that he was in there. Because I went up there and they were like, you saw him? I said, yeah, he just came in the building. And they said, where is he going? I said, I don't know. And so then I started asking the deputies of whether or not he was coming up in the main courtroom. They's like, well, his name is not on the list, so he's not coming in. That's what they told me. And because the family list had their amount of people, and they're way over the amount that they allowed them to have in anyway. So, and then I found out that he wasn't on a regular overflow of floor 24. So I had no clue where they were going to put the man at. And then after the break was over, that's when I found out he was on the 23rd floor. That's what one of the deputies told me. And that's how it happened. Really, nobody knew where the man was going, because only the security people knew at the time. And then they went running around. But then I found out one of ABC people happened to go to that floor, and they were in the room with him, with the bodyguards. So that's what happened. So that is what. But all these people telling lies, saying he talked to them, interviewed with them, and the only thing he said, he waved, y'all. He waved. He said hi that way. He didn't. Words did not come out his mouth. He did wave, and I did say I spoke to him. I mean, I spoke to him. He waved to me. He didn't speak to me. But I think I might have said he spoke to me. Well, he waved to me, okay? Let me just verify it. He waved to me, okay? When I got inside the building, there was people trying to videotape him from the outside. And let me tell you, certain folks were not there. I repeat, they were not there. Uda was out there. Supreme was out there. TMZ was out there. And of course, MTA was out there. But everybody else that's telling you that they saw him, no, they saw him when he was coming out. And they might have got video, because Uda was sharing his video with folks. So some people who saying that they had video, they probably got it from Uda. Uda was sharing his video. So that's what happened. TMZ was the main one that had two people in two spots. They had that lady in the front, and then they had the other lady that was standing next to me. And they didn't even know. The attorney knew that he was there because Xavier came out. Y'all saw Xavier on my thing. He came out to talk to him. Are you enjoying your New York visit? Are you homesick? Yes, Melissa, I am very homesick. I am very homesick now. I'm getting people getting on my nerve. This place is getting on my nerve. But I can't wait till next week, y'all. I'm very excited about next week. I'm really, really excited about next week because defense is going to be up. Defense is going to be up. And then prayerfully, I get to have my interview. Hold on. I'm going to get this interview. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm going to get interview like this, y'all. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. I'm going to get interview like this. This is the kind of interview I'm going to be getting. Hold on. Like this. But, eventually I'm going to get my personal ones because I already have it set. They're going to give me personal interview and I'm going to be doing it on my own little thing. I'm going to get my interview like this, y'all. Like this. Hold on. I'm going to get interview like this, y'all. Like this. Like this. Mr. Steele already told me I can have my interview with him. All right. Like this, y'all. Here we go.
That's another 3 months or so in custody, and he wants to go home to his family. Months or so in custody, and he wants to go home to his family. And negotiations totally broke down with the district attorney's office. At that point, we believe that justice would be found in the honorable court. Jeff just wanted to go home. How agonizing it is to know that we've spent a year trying a case where the prosecutors have put on lies, knowing lies, hiding evidence. Is insane in 2024 in the United States of America. And the only reason that this got revealed is because of you people. You people brought the truth to the community because nobody knows this. This is not the only courtroom it's happening in. And I just want to thank all of you. I especially want to thank Jeffrey for letting me represent him. I think he's a wonderful person. He does wonderful things and will continue to do things even greater. I cannot express to you how Shaquille Kokomo, how Trisha Renard, how Haley, how my wife Colette, how Graham, how countless people, but especially Miss Courtney Edwards, have worked without sleep for 3 years representing Jeffrey and helping. I will never be able to stand with anyone more ethical, honest, hardworking, insightful, intelligent, and kind than the Honorable Keith Adams. The gentleman to my left is the best lawyer in the country.
Mr. Steele, do you think prosecutors negotiated in good faith at all during any of these negotiations or plea deals?
Let me answer that. The short answer is no. This is a case that possibly could have been resolved if folks were reasonable. But we did not believe that we could enter into good faith negotiations with people who wanted a case resolved in a manner simply to save face. And Jeffrey Williams was not going to say things that they wrote for him, that they wanted him to say. That was their theory.
All right, y'all. So this is so as I was saying, I was promised my interview. No, let me back up. Okay, let me tell y'all something. Mr. Steele has been trying to give me an interview since Jackie Johnson's case ended. I have not gone down there to his office. I have not said, because he even said, let's do it right now. It's me, y'all. It's not him, it's me. Okay. Even Nicole, both Nicole Westmoreland and Nicole, what's Nicole's name? What's Nicole's name, y'all? What's her name? Nicole, that's doing the what's Nicole's name? What's Nicole's name, y'all? Hold on. She got a case that I was ready to do. Hold on. What's Nicole's name? Oh my God. Not Westmoreland. Not her. The other Nicole. The other Nicole. What's Nicole's last name? Hold on. CMT, where you at? You my brain. It start with an F, yes. Oh my God, what is the lady's name? Fagan. Nicole Fagan. Nicole Fagan. Nicole Fagan. Fagan. Yes. Nicole Fagan. That is her name. I'm supposed to have an interview with her. It's me, y'all. It's not them. It's me running around doing different cases and not being able to sit down and have my interview. And trust me, very soon we're gonna have those interviews. We're gonna have Mr. Steele. We're gonna have, of course, Mr. Adam, because Mr. Adam has some cases that I'm supposed to be working with him. The one, especially the one that he's doing now. And it's me. It's me. It's me. Get your butt down there and stop that plane. Yes, Miss Richard. But that is me. And then still when I go back, I'll be working a case with him again. Okay. And I will have footage and I will have camera and all that kind of stuff. Well, I lost my camera, y'all. Since I've been here, I lost my camera, I lost my stand. I'm losing so many things, y'all. Jesus, help me. Father God, I'm losing so much. Man. Yeah. So I got to get my camera together. I got to get me a camera. I got to get, hey, your girl need help, y'all. I need the camera. I lost my stand and somebody was like, oh, so you need to get a stand next time. I went and I turned the stuff in and me running out, I be forgetting what I give them. And then I end up coming back and they're like, oh, we don't have it. There's nothing here. And I'm like, did y'all give my stuff away to somebody else? It's like, we don't have it. I'm like, oh. So I lost a camera and I lost a stand. Yeah, I did. My brains be scatterbrained since I've been here. It's like I don't have a real routine of what I need to be doing. Sylvia, what happened to Little Rod case? That still went. Oh no, that was denied. It was denied, Road Dog. Little Rod case was denied. Yep. Help. Thank you. Somebody just sent me an Apple Pay. Hold on. Who sent me an Apple Pay? Hold on a second. Let's see. Who sent me an Apple Pay? Is that you, Kelly, that just sent me an Apple Pay? Kelly, thank you so much. Yeah, that's Kelly. Thanks, Kelly, for the Apple Pay. Kelly's so faithful, man. She's been supporting me since I've been out here. You know what? I need to do a thank you for all the ones who's been consistently supporting me since I've been out here in Jersey, who has been, relentless and providing some financial assistance to me because they know I ain't got it like that. So Kelly is one of them. Rosie is one. Let's see who else is one. Miss Richard is one. Let's see who else. Let's see. I gotta give the props to the ones who's been consistent. They've just been blessing me constantly, regardless of what. They see a need and they meet that need, and I appreciate them so much. Let's see. Let me go look. Gotta go through my Apple thing because I gotta show my appreciation. I mean, there are some who does sporadic giving, but I'm talking about the ones who consistently. I be like sitting there and like, Lord, how am I gonna do this? And then all of a sudden it pops up, and I'm like, Lord, look at you. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Give them back 1,000-fold of what they have given to me. Because I try not to ask, because folks be like, she begs so much. Go get a job. Go get a job. Go get a job, Sylvia. And they don't understand, this is my job. This is what I like to do. This is my passion. This is, This is what I love to do. And I explained it to you guys the other day. Imagine if I had to pay for housing and stuff like that, being out here. Woo! I'd be like, gotta go home. See y'all later. Bye. I'd be like, no, I can't do this no more. And all the haters be like, yes, good, she's gone. Hey, Ruby. Hello. Hope Diddy learned his lesson and hope he beats this. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I wanted to show y'all something. Hold on. Somebody sent me something today. Shout out to, I think it was two people sent me this clipping, and I wanted to share it with you guys. Some of y'all probably have seen it already, but those who haven't, I want to share it with you guys. Hold on a second. Let me show you. Share is caring. Sharing is caring. Hold on a second. This is it. Okay, somebody send me this, y'all. Listen to this. Listen to this interview, y'all. Listen to this interview. Oh, listen. This is Judge Mathis. This is what he says in regard to Diddy's case. Listen to what he said, y'all. All right, listen. Hold on.
I've seen a lot of reports online saying how Diddy should just be let free.
I think on the RICO charge and the federal charges, I'm only convinced that he engaged in interstate transportation of prostitutes. And yes, that's a federal crime, a very low-level federal crime in which he would be guilty of and sentenced to less than 1 year. On the other hand, you got some state crimes, and the statute of limitation has expired, and that's why they aren't charging him in state court.
Oh, they saying this is but there's another thing. Hold on a second. Hold on. There's another thing that that somebody else sent me. So y'all saying that this is AI? Hold on. I don't know what's AI and what's not, but I see it as somebody clipping. I don't know about AI. But he hold on a second. There was another video someone sent me where he's out in the street and he's talking about Diddy's case. And he says that he said it again that he doesn't feel that it is and then he talks about the statute of limitation and all that. Hold on a second. Let me go get it for y'all. If I can find it. Yeah, it's on TMZ. Yeah, you're right, Letta. It was TMZ. He's outside and they asked him and he said the family and friends should support him and be at the courthouse. And they asked him whether or not Kanye visiting hurt or helped. And he said, I don't know if it helped, but he should get people to visit him. And if anybody has that video, hold on. Let me see. Somebody else might have sent it to me. Hold on a second. I see 50 Cent acting up too, y'all. He's acting up out here. 50 Cent's acting up. He needs to sit his butt down, stop acting up. Y'all, hold on a second. I was trying to find it. There's another one where he is outside. Anybody have that one? Could they send it to me? He's outside and he shares his thoughts about the whole RICO thing. He said it twice, so I don't think it's AI because he's saying it twice in different format, different platforms and stuff like that. So I don't think it's AI. He's saying it more than once, and he's saying the same thing over. And then I've heard actual attorneys saying that it's happening a lot with AI. They made one from Jesse Chance and Delia. These AIs, man, it's ridiculous. But you see, with AI, you can see if the mouth is matching. Sometimes they do an excellent job with the matching of the mouth. It's sad. Sad people do that. Y'all make sure y'all share my stuff and like, share. Cause my YouTube is really like becoming very interesting. Um Very interesting. To say the least, very interesting. It's not vibing the way I want to vibe. Not vibing the way I want to vibe. You said it's not AI. Me neither. I don't think it's AI. I don't think it's AI. Hey y'all, 67 people that's in the chat. Could you hit the like button? Share. We're just having a conversation, and it's me setting boundaries and saying no. No, I will not, and taking my power back, and stop people pleasing. I understand that they're not putting you in algorithm. No, they're not, Road Dog. They are dogging me out. And, I think it's because these big content creators are out here too. They're taking the spotlight, and I mean they're doing an excellent job too. Excellent job, but and I guess because folks put dampers on me, and they put do not recommend. A lot of people do that. Put do not recommend on my channel and stuff like that because they have this little hatred for me. But they can't do it for too long. Gotta take it. You said use Twitch. I am not going to any more platform. I'm sorry, y'all. I got TikTok, I got YouTube, got IG. No, it's a little bit too much. I'm already having problem. You see how much videos I do on YouTube? I have over 3,000 videos, and I understand I can't spread myself thin like that. Once I get the hang of how to upload stuff, and I'm able to upload things to those different platforms, then I'll look into doing extra. But right now, and then I heard Twitch doesn't pay as much as YouTube. That's what I heard. I heard. But thank you for the suggestion. It's just that I got too much going on. I'm in a different state. I get up 3:00 in the morning, and I'm out there early. I come back home late. Another channel, another platform is not going to help me out right now. I need to maximize the ones that I have now, and I need to make some changes and do some things that would be helpful for mine. And I want to give a shout out to that young lady the other day when I did the Kanye thing. She sent me a thing, a title suggestion and everything. And when I changed the title, it did work, and I thank her for it. And I can't remember who it was that gave it to me, and that was so sweet of her to do that for me. Yeah, send me that which is helpful. I gotta get her name. Hold on a second. Let me see what else her name on there. Let me get her name so I can give her a shout out. Hold on a second. Because she's the one who gave me the name, the title to put out there for Kanye's. Hold on a second. Okay, hold on. Go to her page. Just hold on a second. Okay, here we go. This is her name. She's the only one that gave me some advice while the other ones were complaining. Oh, why do you mute? Why do you do this? Why you do that? Instead of like, okay, here's a recommendation. Folks are always ready to tear you down, but never give you solution to help you out. Hold on a second, let me go get her name. Because she deserves a shout out from me. Because she's the one who just hold on a second, y'all. I'm trying to get her name. I'm talking so I don't have no dead space because the The complainers will complain about the dead space. So I'm just talking to myself while I get her stuff up. Okay? All right. You got it? Okay. Okay. We got that. Okay. Let me go in here and pull it up. And so I can have her name because she was very, very instrumental in helping me out. Hold on. Trying to get her name here. The live. What is her name? Let's see. Okay, there she gave. This YouTube, man, it be getting on my nerve when I try to figure out how to get something up. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Tanya M. Thornton. M. Thornton. She says, change it to exclusive. Spoke to Kanye as he entered into the courtroom to support Diddy, and change the thumbnail to Kanye if you can. Look, that too. Shout out to Tanya M. Thornton. Thank you, Tanya. She's the one who gave me suggestion. There she go, right here. There she is. There she is, and she popped up in here. Thank you, Tanya. See, Tanya, sorry, I messed up. She gave me a solution. She didn't come in there complaining and being nasty, saying stuff like, "Oh, why is it every time you go, you muted? Going live, why don't you use a stand?" But see, Tanya, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. You know, people are always ready to complain, never ready to help out and give you solutions, but they want to complain. So, Tanya, thank you for being a beacon of light for me. I appreciate you. So, y'all give a hand to Tanya, for giving Sylvia a solution. Not only she gave me a solution, y'all. She gave me a solution. Just shout out to her. Try adding Diddy's picture on your thumbnail. Try adding Diddy's picture. Okay, thank you. I will do that. I will start adding Diddy's picture on my thumbnail. Tanya, do you know what my problem I have, Tanya? My problem is my titles. I don't see. I'm not into that lying thing, and I hate to see something that, like clickbait, and I hate that. I hate clickbaiting. I know that's what drive people to your channel, drive people to look at it, but I like being honest. I'm sorry. I mean, but I want it to be something that's attention grabber, but the truth of it with attention grabbing. Just like what you gave me, that was the truth. It wasn't no fluff. I do too, but you just need some catchy title. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not creative in that sense, That's not my forte. I know my weakness. My weakness is writing, but it's also my strength. And when I do write, people are like, "Oh, that's good," but I don't feel like it's my strength. I don't feel it's my strength. So let me tell you, just here to learn. Let me tell you what happened. I do chat GPT, right? Well, like I use it for like case stuff. Like if I'm learning how to do the case stuff, like, okay, like with my case, right? Because I wanted some time, right? And I wanted to do a continuance on my thing. So what I did is I went to chat GPT and I said, "Hey, give me the da 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 da," and then it gave it to me, and then I used it, and the judge approved my continuance, right? But with doing YouTube, I don't know what to ask it. You know what I'm saying? And Uda tried to tell me what to ask, how to do it. And I'm like, okay, you confusing me, dude. It's a little bit too much for my brain right now. And I just like, can't do it. Put it in the form of a question instead of a fact. Oh, like putting a question mark after say something. Hey, Steen, good morning. Y'all notice I'm home, right? My sister's mad with me because I didn't want to go with her. They went to brunch, and I'm like, I don't want to go to brunch. I'm not a dad. I don't want to go. I'm not a dad because she's taking um her significant other for brunch for dads, right? And so she was like, come on, come with me. And I was like, I'm not going. I'm not a dad. I want to relax. I'm not a dad. And she says, you don't have to be a dad. And I was like, I'm not a dad. So then she got ready to leave. She walking around the house, not speaking to me, y'all, because I said no. I said no. And so she got mad. She's not talking to me. And so right before she left, she came to the door and I said, so you're not talking to me? Because I said no. She said, nope, I'm not talking to you. I'm not a dad, y'all. I'm not a dad. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Is it wrong for me not wanting to go? I went with her last night. Yeah, I went with her last night. You guys are do you guys know y'all my therapy? Yeah, do y'all guys know you're my therapy? That's how I keep my sanity, by talking to you people. Whenever I'm feeling some kind of way, I come on the live to talk to you guys. Y'all my therapy. Do you know that? Do you guys know that? Because if I didn't have you guys, I would lose it. EB, tell her. Please tell her. There's nothing wrong with me just deciding that I don't want to do nothing. I just want to lay here. I want to rest. I get up every morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. I get on that bus at 4:44, and I get on that train afterwards. And then I walk down up the stairs on that train station. And then I walk down the street for 13 minutes and 14 minutes sometime. I need to rest. And I do it Monday through Friday. I need to rest and relax. I need to just be able to say no, I'm not going, and feel good about it. Thank you. Even my mama called me, tell me, oh, are you coming to Brooklyn? I'm like, Lord, no, I'm not coming to Brooklyn. I want to rest. I want to stay here. And then it rained yesterday, so it felt so good just to hear the rain raining outside. I'm like, come on. You just did, though. You said I'm writing or going live on YouTube needed to attract audience. I did? You said it's the same highlights. And let me tell you what. I got this little thing I bought that I pay monthly for. It's video queue. That's where I get my stuff. I put in what I'm saying, and it gives me the outline of what I should say and then the outline. So that's what I've been using. I've been using that. And then the thing is, it's telling me to do hashtags. Sometimes I don't know what hashtags to put in. But engaging title, you can even ask for multiple and then decide on the one you feel fits best. Okay. Yeah, it's just yep, yes, what you just said told us you would tell it to the GPT. For real? Can I ask y'all a question? those who watch a whole bunch of different channels, the ones who watch the trial that's going on. Do you see anybody struggling as much as I am trying to get to the court? Do y'all see anybody struggling as much as I am? Do you see somebody getting up at 3:00 in the morning just struggling to get there? And do you see that? Or they just don't show it to you? Do you see that? Thank you, Steen. Okay. I just want to know, am I just like, and then people expect me to be like these other people, refreshed and I'm not trying to compare myself to anybody, and that's why I try to stay in my own lane, do my own thing. But folks come up in here complaining of what I'm not doing, and then I get upset because I have feelings just like everybody else. I have feelings, and then I come in and they just want to throw all these kind of negative things at me, and I'm like, I ain't taking it. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go in on them, and then when I go in on somebody, then they're like, "Oh, you so rude. Oh, you so this. Oh, you so that." I'm like, "Come on, I am not Superwoman. I have feelings. I have blood. I have emotions. I have nerves. I have everything that you have. If it bothers you, it bothers me. In fact, it bothers me more because it's more of y'all than it is of me. It's one of me and the thousands of y'all. Maybe juror 6 had to struggle to be in that. You know what, Melissa? You're probably right. Jurors number, yeah. And then juror number 6 was honest with them. If he was trying to be deceptive, he would have never told them. And I think at the time when he was doing that paperwork, he was in a different living situation. You know what I mean? So, no one on boots in the ground. And here's the thing, y'all. Listen to this. Man, I have been doing case coverage since 2019. In-person case coverage 2019. And I have been consistent in it, right? When other content creators were not even touching any grounds of a courthouse, right? I've been there. I just want people to give me a little grace or something, a little like understanding, I am not a mule. No pun intended. I'm not a horse, They say the Christian lady flashing. What I need? I need to do I need to start doing a how to deal the how to things. So helping people who wanted to start doing this content creating on court system and stuff like that. I need to do a how to give them a step-by-step guideline, how to go and get press passes, how to do the Rule 22 and all that kind of stuff. I need to start doing a how to. So also, Sylvia, Nick at Night was telling you to change your thumbnails the other day that I don't think you were paying attention to your phone. No, I wasn't. She told me to change my thumbnail. Oh, I missed that. Tanya, I missed that. I didn't see it. Oh man. Dang. I missed that. She did when you were saying you were shadow banned. Dang. Oh man, I missed it. And she's such a sweetheart. Let me tell you, those big content creators, like Nick at Night, Neek at Night. Somebody said I'm saying her name wrong. Neek at Night, Lady Lovely T, Armand. I'm talking about the ones that's been really sweet to me, really nice to me. I'm talking about the big one. Let me see who else. Ratchet TV. Ratchet TV is a sweetheart, y'all. Because folks were saying how nasty, how terrible. No, that guy is such a sweetheart in person. A sweetheart. Nick at Night is a sweetheart. Lovely T, sweet. When I tell you sweet, humble individuals who are such let me tell you, I had sent Armand the request for me to come on, and he said yes. He sent me the link. When I tried to do it from my iPhone, it would not let me get on. So then I tried to do it, and I asked him to send it to my other phone number, and I put it in my Android phone, and then the Android phone telling me that it's spam and I can't put it in because the person's not in my contact. So I added him to my contact. And then when I tried to get inside, it told me that his thing was full, that they would have to remove somebody before I got in. So I kept trying, and then finally when I did get in, I was in the back, and then it kicked me out. I'm like, what in the world? And then by the time I really got set to get in, I was at the house at the party. So that's what happened yesterday. It was just not a good time. Yeah. Armand is such a sweetheart, y'all. Sweetheart. At first I had a little hiccup with him because when he came up to the court thing, this is when I was tired. I got there at the court at 12 a.m. It was 15 to 20 people on the line. And then by the time 7 o'clock came, it was a slew of people in front of me. I was pissed because I was tired. I did not sleep. I had taken the flight in, and I did not go to sleep at all. I sat in that chair at 12 a.m. on that hard bench thing that I had out there, and people just went in front. And he was one of those people that cut in front of me, and I was mad at him at that day. But I got over it. But then when I started talking to him, he's such a sweetheart. He's such an awesome person. Even the knot is sweet too. He a little different, but he's a sweetheart. He's a little he kind of remind me of, he got PTSD type of thing, but he's a sweetheart. But then there are some people who are phony out there, y'all. There are some people who are phony, fake, and I don't do phony and I don't do fake, so I leave those people alone. Because I'm not, New Yorkers, we up front. We don't play that fakeness stuff. Look, you show me who you are, I'm going to believe you, and I'm going to leave your butt alone. You ain't never got to worry about me saying anything to you. Never. Not because I don't like you. I just don't like the fakeness, and I don't like the phoniness. Because, there's so many fake folks. Man, it's ridiculous. Fake. That's why I need to do a tutorial. I need to do a know-how. I need to do my experience, because that's the only thing I could really, tell you about is my experience and from my views, And then I also try to do the thing where if you don't have something nice to say about somebody, you don't say nothing at all. So that's why I don't say nothing about certain people. I don't say nothing at all because it's not nothing nice I have to say. So we'll leave that alone. And I don't hate on anybody. I just don't like the fakeness. Don't like the phoniness. I don't like people trying to think they could use people. I don't like that. That's all it is to it. That's it. And we don't have to like each other. We can coexist in the same world and not have to like each other. Right? Right. You know what I mean? Are you guys still here? Y'all got quiet on me. I see the numbers dropping. What did I say? Did I say something you didn't like? What did I say? Y'all be flaking on me too. There was a carnival fight, and these individuals got banned, not barred, banned from hey Candy. They got banned. Hey Tanika. They got banned from Carnival Cruise for life, y'all. They got banned from Carnival Cruise for life. They there was a big old fight on the cruise and they banned them. I wonder if they change their name, will they ever stop them from being there too? It was a mess, wasn't it? Okay, y'all. What else we need to talk about? This is my backup channel, and I just feel like, this is whenever y'all see me come back here, it's just me. I just want to be just regular, just having a conversation, seeking some advice, and just sharing my life stuff with you guys. And I know I be telling too much, but it's okay. I'm an open book, y'all. I'd rather tell my own story than somebody else be trying, because they be making up stuff about me anyway. You really ready for tomorrow? Yes, I am so ready for tomorrow, y'all. Because I want to know what the final decision of the judge with the rule with juror number 6. Even though he made a decision, but then I told you when his clerk went up to him and said something, right? And so that's when he's made a decision of if he has to like a review type of thing and finalizing it. So yeah, I'm ready for tomorrow. I saw it and it was a mess. Yes, we are here. I thought defense found case law. They did. And somebody sent me something else in regards to it. And they said that basically the Second Circuit never overturned anything that if a juror did not say something correct on their application, a mistake like that. So yeah. Do you think that they're gonna be looking at my video? Because when I said juror number 6, stop writing, and I don't think they're on the prosecution side anymore. You think that's what it is? It's only 2 black jurors. No, it's they have more than 2 black jurors. They have the black guy in the front. They have the black girl in the front. They have the mixed girl, because I say mixed people, the mixed girl in the front. They got the black girl in the middle. They got the black guy in the middle. They got the black lady in the middle. There's enough blacks still on there. There are more than 2 blacks left on there. There's more than 2 blacks. Who said there's only 2 blacks? Who said there's only 2 blacks? There's a black man, older man, all the way at the end too. There's 2 black female, and then there's a black man and a black young man. There's 2 black men. What the heck are they talking about? Unless they saying that man is not black because he looks like he's West Indian. Oh, am I saying too much? Let me shut up. Am I saying too much? Oh, see, y'all got me talking too much. I gotta get off this live. Y'all got me talking too much. Okay, let me tell you right now how many blacks there are. Okay. There's a black right now with the number 6. Okay. There's the black man, right? That's number 6. There's the black girl. She look like she about I think late 20s, early 30s. And then there's the mixed girl, right? That's the first row. Second row, you got the black lady, right? Older black lady. And then look, unless these people, y'all know some folks, some folks don't know nationality of people. If a person look a little bit different, like an islander, they'd be like, oh no, they're not black. But this lady is black. Yeah, she's black. All right. There's an older black lady. Then there's the black girl that, one of the content creator can't stand. Then there's a black guy. And then there's an older black male. So how many of that is there? Toya, you came in late. You could probably need to rewind and find out the reason why I didn't get on Armand's live last night. You're late. We've been in here for an hour and 22 minutes. And you asking those questions? You're late. You're late. No, I'm not answering that question. That no felt good. Power in no. Power in saying no. Sylvia, so far, what do you think they can find? Ooh, I agree with Judge Mathis. The transportation for prostitution, that's the one I feel that he would be guilty. And remember, Judge Mathis said that's only a year in jail for that. So he already served his time for that one. He already served his year for that one. He said there's not, everything else is not, it has not. And he's a judge. He's a judge. So I would take a word of a judge before I take a person that's regular. Because most of the time the judges know the law. And you remember Judge, we got to see what Joe Brown says. See what Judge Joe Brown says. Will Thug get his property back? I don't know. I don't know. That question, I don't know, pretty thing. I don't know. I want to hear a federal judge opinion on it since it's a federal case. Me too. Me too. That's what I want to hear. A federal judge. And you can get an old retired federal judge on that one and find out. That's who I want to hear. Judge Joe Brown, he's been a federal judge. I need an old school federal judge. I can't wait to close an argument, y'all. That is when it's gonna nail it in. The closing argument, and if they strong enough for the closing argument. And here's the deal, y'all. Here's the deal. People can't understand it. Listen, jurors are going to base their decision on whether they believe the witness on circumstantial evidence, because they don't have physical evidence. They on certain things they don't have physical evidence. Only physical evidence I really seen was the video, right? That's a given. That's no issue. Blah 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 blah. Now, other evidence they have is people telling their story. You understand what I'm saying? It's people telling their story and whether or not it's believable. Okay. Judge Mathis did say the whole him being in a guy's house, that was evidence that could be verified because the police they did a police report and they said it was in the house, even though I don't think they did fingerprinting and find out. And then the other thing that messed it up too, the fingerprints on that little thing that was thrown, it wasn't his fingerprints, right? But there has evidence of him having a conversation, but then he still denied it, right? But then that's when the other girl's testimony came in and still basically debunked her testimony when he cross-examined the police officer. Remember? He asked about, was there a bolo? Was there somebody kidnapped? And all this. And then he also brought out that fingerprint situation. So, since that witness is deemed allegedly not telling the truth, the juror has to decide whether or not they'll take her story. And if they decide not to take her story, that means that part of that case it's going to be like, they're not even going to think about it because it's only circumstantial evidence that they're using. Get it? It has to be based on whether or not they believe that particular witness on the stand. So they were doing a lot of holes poking in the witness's testimony. If they don't believe those witnesses, those charges will not hold up. Okay? Y'all get what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying? Okay? So that's what it's going to hinge on, whether or not the jurors believe the testimony of those people that was on the stand. And that's what it's going to stand on. And no matter how much we try to figure out, oh, yeah, they proved this, they proved that. But did the juror believe the person who's giving you the story of what supposedly happened? Since they don't have physical eyewitness, physical, tangible evidence. The only evidence they have is the person telling the story. You get what I'm saying? There is no evidence of him being in the house. The officer said he wrote down a license plate that sounded crazy to me because it was there and chased. Yeah, remember? Still debunked that because there was no bolo. The fingerprints didn't match. This and that. Yeah, you're right. Dorothy's right. I forgot about that. You're right, Dorothy. I forgot about that part. But that's what it's going to stem on. Whether or not the jurors believe it. And I told you guys, I watched the jurors, and I know facial expression don't always do it. It could be playing poker and faking it and all that. But some things, it was just like, this juror's not buying it. Body language is saying certain things, sometimes it's hard to fake it, especially if I'm sitting there watching you. I'm watching you. I'm my eyes is glued on you, watching you. And you're paying attention to what's being said on the stand and stuff like that. But I'm watching you. I'm watching the jurors. So. And then the other thing is the attorney bringing the information across the path on where the juror understand? Are they relating? Is that attorney relating to the juror and helping the juror to understand some things? Do the jury believe the way this attorney is bringing forth the information? That's the key too. And whether or not you like it, sometimes it has to do the personality of the attorney. If they feel a particular attorney getting on their nerve, they might tune them out. Y'all heard that from YSL jurors. Y'all heard that, remember? Go take a look at the jurors on YSL. Are you going to do the trial of the YouTuber? Oh, I heard about that one, Piper. I heard about that one. I don't know about that one, Piper. I don't know. I have to put a pin on that one. But Candy, I don't think the jurors are buying it. So glad the defense said the Popo lied because they will and have lied to folks in history. Yeah. Oh, the other thing I want to bring up, Dorothy, that security guy, remember? And the other thing that jurors hear, these people are getting immunity. And one of those jurors, he's not on the stand, but I guarantee you he thinks like, some of them think like he does. One of the jurors that did not become selected said in his voir dire, he said, I don't trust a person who has to be given immunity because there's something in it for them. Now, you even got this mule guy coming in. He got immunity. You know why? Because remember, he was just arrested in Florida and he got a sweet deal. He was supplying DRUG. So even if he gets up there and gets some bombshell testimony, what is the motive behind this? Are they threatening him for him to be there so he can get a free ride where the federal government doesn't come after them? those are the factors that you have to think about. People just thinking about, oh, they proved the case. Oh, yeah, he did that. Oh, you got to figure out, do the jury believe him? Do the jury see there's a motive behind this person coming to testify? Because that's why the defense brought up the lawsuits and stuff like that, because there is a motive behind a lot of stuff. There's a motive why they're coming in to testify. There are people who being forced to testify. So if somebody did a crime, like the young lady said on my live the other day, she said, if somebody goes doing a crime to you, you want to hurry up and get to that court and testify because they violated you. Why do they have to force you to come to the courthouse to testify? You get what I'm saying? And I agree with her. I agree. There's a lot of things and remember, and I try to tell that guy who came on my live the other day, the guy who was saying he was an attorney, you got to remember, these are people who are regular human beings who don't know the law like he supposedly knows, and they gonna go by their emotion. And remember, one of the things they tell you, and I was a juror before, they tell you, if it makes sense to you. Does it make sense to you? Not what the law says about this, but does it make sense? Is what this person's saying, does it fit to what is being accused of? Does it make sense? You get what I'm saying? So, okay, that's it. And then, the 97, 99, conviction rate and all that. And we know that 99 or 95, 96% is because majority of people plea out because they know the government has all its resources against them. They'll find them on something else. And then I do know people who have won against the federal government. Yes, they're getting a ride. And when folks using UGG, they share all the time. I can share my money, but not other things. Yep, Sylvia. Yep, and this is what we gotta again, to all those who try to say I'm a Diddy this, I'm a Diddy that, I'm a Diddy. I am for fair justice. Until they pull that man, Finch guy, and all the others who have done crime, and I'm not excusing anybody, until you guys start pulling all those folks, don't dismiss me with the, oh, why you want fair justice for him. Dismiss me that. You bring on the other ones, and then I'll have a conversation with you. Until then, I'm going to stick to the defense side because you know what? Not everything that is written down on an indictment is the facts. It's not the truth, And why do you have to throw so many things to catch something? That means you half of the time you're making up these stories. You're not there. You're just making up stuff so you can get a conviction. The prosecution was not there. And that's why Washington, they kept playing that video. And they keep saying, oh, the case is not just on Cassie. Yes, it is. Y'all played that freaking video thousands of times. In slow motion, fast motion, backwards, forward. Same video. Same video. And they brought in an expert to just slow it down a certain amount of minutes. And same freaking video. Same one. I've seen all angles of that video now. Now I know that video was in just that few seconds. It was more than that because you saw him sitting down. You saw him in the mirror. I saw the people in there. I saw the jumping. I saw all of it. I got so sick of that video and I just got up because it desensitized it. Because when I first saw it on CNN, I was like, oh my God, this dude is terrible. Oh, he is disgusting. And I was feeling the same way as everybody else. And then when I started seeing it at that court, every single time it became less devastating for me. I started understanding. because now you see the whole picture of it. You see the whole thing, and then it didn't look as bad when they start doing this slow motion and stuff. I don't know if that was the plan of them making it less damaging, because after a while I'll be like, oh, he didn't really kick her that hard. He didn't have on shoes. He had on his bare foot. I started analyzing it like that. Then I was like, okay, he didn't stomp on her head, and I was looking at stuff like that. I'm serious. I was like, oh, look at this. He missed her on that one. Look at, he just pulled her a little bit and she got back up. Look at her. She's standing. I started analyzing it like that. For real, y'all. It became less shocking. And I'm being honest. It became less shocking, for real. Because then I see him sitting there in the thing, and I see the guy laughing and talking. I'm talking about the guard. I see her by the phone, and because remember, she had just been dragged, and she get back up and she go over to the phone. She's on the phone talking to him and all that. I'm like, the severity of this video is lessening now. It's not as bad. It's not a shocker anymore. It's not a shocker anymore. Not that it say it's okay. No, it's not okay for him to do that. But, and then the young lady yesterday, Philly, when it came on my live, Philly explained something that was that really, was it Philly or was it T? One of them, Philly or T, said that they basically was doing what D addicts do. D addicts fight, and then you guys have seen New Jack City, how Halle Berry and the other one was fighting all the time. You remember that show? And people that are on D, their whole demeanor change. They have, some of them act like zombies, some of them act like fiends and stuff. They do all kinds of stuff. They're not in their right mind because the D is controlling them. I definitely know he needs some sort of substance courses, things like that, rehabilitation, and he probably detoxing now since he's been in jail, withdrawal. He probably going through all that right now, and he probably in the best place. And sometimes God has to place you in certain areas, in certain situation for you to wake up, and maybe this is his wake up moment. Now, I need the federal government to go get every single entertainer's top dogs. Go after them too, because they are all doing it. Why do Diddy have to be the face of this whole movement? Why is it the black man? I don't care what y'all say. Y'all can come and talking your junk. Okay, they got a white man. Yeah, well, they got Weinstein. Weinstein's the only one. Epstein they didn't get. In fact, Epstein was guilty of the stuff. What did he get? He got 3 years, right? And he only ended up serving 18 months. Go check out that in Florida, Epstein. And he was allowed out every single day to go to work. And he would go turn himself into thing. He was able to travel to New York from Florida. What about that, y'all? So miss me with that. And the black man is not the first one who started it. Okay? Look at all those entertainers that was doing that. Tyler of Aerosmith. Go read about him. See what he did with that girl. He burned the house. The girl was in the house. He forced her to have abortion. Y'all go read that. Go read that. She was 16 years old. Well, nobody don't want to talk about those kind of stuff. All the stuff they was doing to, and her parents gave him custody of her. How about that? And this man is old, and he has not paid for that at all. Nobody's doing a RICO on him. Why not? It's crazy, but enough of my soap opera. And I don't care. Y'all can come at me. Y'all can hate me all you want, but I'm just gonna tell you how I feel about it, and I ain't ashamed. Am I a Diddy fan? No, I'm not. Ain't not one Diddy song in my playlist of anything. Okay. Have I ever been to a concert of his? Nope. But I'm going to stand for right is right and wrong is wrong. And when you have willing participants who decided to be part of that lifestyle, how is it a crime? Why do the government choose to give them immunity and not give him immunity as well? Because they all participated in it. They're all part of the crime supposedly that's committed. So who gives the government the right to choose who they want to give immunity to? Why is it that way? Why? Why? Why is it that the guy who's supposed to be the mule, the D mule, why is he the one allowed? Like, he didn't spend no time in jail. He got a diversion thing. What is it? Is it because you want the man's money? You want the man money? Yes, he has done some terrible things now. He has done some terrible things, and his attorneys even said he has done some terrible things. But do you deserve to take all his money? And plus, Ventura already got some money. What? Getting beat up, you gonna get more than 30 million? Somebody need to kick my behind so I can get me 30 million. I'm just joking. As long as I ain't dead, I got all my teeth and all my hair. Kick me one time and give me 30 million. I'm just being funny now. I'm just being funny, Steen. I'm just being If that's gonna give me 30 million, kick me. Kick me for 30 million. Oh gosh. Okay, I know y'all trying to say I'm insensitive. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Yeah, 10 million from the hotel and 20 million from what's the name? If you don't stop, Dean, I'm just making a joke. Y'all, it's a joke. This is for entertainment purposes, okay? And Me Too better get back. Leave me alone, Me Too. Me Too better get back. Get back. I'll read it again. It says, Sylvia, how does Cassie get 10 million from the hotel? Cause they released footage, but they saying did he bribe the security? I got it now. Okay. Diddy should be getting 10 million also. They choose who they want to give the 10 million to. Their aim is to make Diddy broke. Diddy got too much power with the money. Diddy got too much power, and that's what it is. Folks hate the man got the power. But let me tell you, folks that are in that position, in that level of financial come up, most of them don't have nice demeanor. Most of them are just buttholes. I'm just gonna tell y'all. Sometimes even Oprah's a butthole. That's what I've heard. Those people are not nice. Why do people think that people who rise up to the top are nice people? They're not nice because they had to do some dirty, mean stuff to get up there. Because it's a doggy dog world to be at the top. You see what's happening to be at the top, even at YouTube. YouTube. You got to do all kind of stuff. You got to lie. You got to fake stuff. I mean, come on now. You got to lose all moral compasses if you want to be at the top, making the top dollars. You got to lie. You got to steal. You got to cheat. You got to do all kinds of stuff to be at the top. The slow and steady folks, they suffer. They suffer. Seriously, y'all, I'm not joking. I'm not joking. Seriously. Y'all, y'all do your research. Check out everybody who is at the top of the game, who is up there where the little small few, and see the character of those people. If you dig enough, you'll find all the mess up things they have done to get up there. To get at the top. I'm talking about the top. I'm not talking about the one where the masses of people, everybody's struggling, working hard to get there. I'm talking about the top. You see how dirty they do. How they think they could treat people any kind of way. How they step on the little folks. Treat them. And I mean, some of them treat people, some of them, they better. Like when they get ready to die or something like that, that's when they start realizing, hey, all that money don't mean nothing. That's what Steve Jobs did at the end. He started giving stuff away and stuff like that. But in the meantime, when he was climbing that fence, he did his partner dirty. He did a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Hey, y'all got to be serious. That's right, Candy. You're right. But I'm just take an inventory, y'all. Do some research and check out everybody who is all the way at the top. All the way. You'll see all the character flaws. I'm talking about the ones that are making the big bucks. The big bucks. The books that we can't even think about. Can't even count on our fingers, on the toes. And you'll see. Take inventory and see how they treated people, how they got their money and stuff that their moral compass disappear. How they'll do anything, say anything. Mm-hmm. And anytime, remember what they said, every single one of us commit a federal crime every single day. Every single day. You can imagine the amount of federal crimes they committed being at the top. Look at our president. I ain't trying to pick on Trump now. I ain't trying to pick on, but look at him. He got how many conviction he got? The stuff that he was doing, stuff, all of them. Every single one of us got problems, got flaws. Okay. I'm just being honest right now. We're just having a conversation. And my 2 hours is almost up. 37 years. Thank you, Road Dog. I'm just saying, everybody act like, oh, I would never do this. Oh, Diddy's the worst person on earth. Blah, 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 blah. No, he's not. And he's definitely won't be the last. Willing participants. They love the money. And he was giving them some money. Where is the blown up Road Dog? Man, when they mentioned about the guy car blowing up, I was looking for a car that was burnt to crisp. Kind of like Stormy Daniels. But look at this. Look at Stormy Daniels' attorney. He just got more time. Michael Avenatti just got more time, y'all. because they found out he had more people. They resentenced him. They had those other people money that he didn't, he didn't pay taxes on some of it, and then also he stole money from those people. How do you steal $7 million from somebody and not thinking that they'll find out, figure it out? Come on now, dirty, dirty, dirty. And he thought that he was just gonna go after Trump, and then his stuff is messed up. Come on. Everybody's dirty. Trump said, I'm not the only dirty one out here. At least I admit my dirtiness. See, are some of them charges legit? Because let's be honest, justice system as a you know it. I agree with you. CMT, I ain't fighting about that. I'm just saying everybody dirty. Everybody dirty. Even the government. Government's the dirtiest son of a guns. Hey, government, don't come after me either. Look, we already know that all of us commit a crime, but don't be trying to come after me because I don't have no money to be trying to pay you, government. And plus, you're not gonna come after me anyway because I don't have fortresses to pay. So you're gonna be stuck. Those victim or whoever it is that supposedly did I did something to somebody, I don't know, but they ain't gonna get no money out of me. So you better back away from me, okay, government, back away. I'm saying they do it for the target. Yes, they do. I mean, we all know Hollywood like fast cars, fast girls, and fast nights. Oh gosh, y'all. We talking real talk here in real life. Real life, not that fake stuff. But you know what? My content creators, all you fake lying behind, your days is gonna fast money. You better make sure you have enough save up on the side there, because you know they're gonna be coming for you. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? You know they're gonna come for you. Y'all bet all y'all that dogging Diddy out. When he get out, he gonna get you. Oh Lord, what the dog barking for? What is the dog barking for? Who is banging? Hold on a second. Somebody knock it at the door, y'all. Sorry. Who's at the door? Who is it? Okay, y'all, they back. Why she got knocked on the door, y'all? She got keys and she gonna make me get away from you guys and knocking on the door. What's wrong with her? All right, y'all. Okay. My fun is over with. I gotta get off this live. I'm gonna go on my regular live and talk some real stuff. We're gonna have a panel again. You guys cool with that? Thank you for my therapy session. Thank you for allowing me to vent. This is the only way I can vent back here. It's 3:00. Time to go. All right. I'll make my hey. CMT, did you get the Tanya gave us some hints on the thumbnail? Can you help us out on that? They said put a picture of Diddy on there. Hey, probably need to put a picture of me. I need some better pictures of myself, don't I? All right. I'll take some more pictures. All right, good people. Thank you so much for listening to me, for helping me to get my thoughts out of my head. Again, this is for entertainment purposes. Please do not try to screen record and clip and make all good things. Make it just show the whole video, okay? Instead of trying to do sound bites of stuff I said and didn't say, okay? Put the whole thing out. Don't put sound bites. Because there's more to me than just saying what I just said. And again, happy Father's Day to all the dads, the wonderful dads that's out here grinding, taking care of the family, being the provider that you are, being a perfect example of what a great protector, provider of children are. Loving your children in spite of their craziness. Keep rocking as a dad. God bless you for your position. And keep your woman happy. Okay? All right, bye. Bye, dads. Bye, everybody. May the Lord watch between me and thee while we're absent one from another. Have a great afternoon, those who doesn't come back to my channel, and be blessed. And God will take care of the rest. Bye.
Thank you for watching the infamous Sylvia channel, where laughter and fun make up our panel. Together we build this digital spree. We appreciate you and our growing family. With mods by our side and chat flowing free in this online space. It's just you and me, we laugh until tears roll down like the rain. In this virtual world, you ease all my pains. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. We cherish the moments, the highs and lows, from the latest gossip to stories untold. You're more than a viewer, you're part of the crew in this space of ours. It's all because of you. This digital world where emotion is shared, every post and reaction showing we care. The love is real in this virtual domain. With every sign, enjoys what we'll gain. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. This digital world where emotion is shared, every post and reaction showing we care. The love is real in this virtual domain. With every sign, enjoys what we'll gain. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Minds in check, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night.